Yo, what's up, guys? It's day 20 of vlogging. So I just finished shopping at Costco. 2 packs of egg, bacon, 4 packs of chocolate, and and I'm gonna drive home. Trust. I'm totally not with my mom. I don't know where she is though. But yeah, day 20 I think today, right? Today's push. Hopefully we hit another PR, but it's not realistic. So I'm gonna just do normal sets today. See you guys when I get back home. Cut. Yeah, see you guys when I get back home. Yo, what's up, guys? I got back home. I'm gonna make coffee and then prep to go to the gym. And yeah, I'm gonna make some food as well before going. We'll see you when I get back home. Bong, bong. I don't know, I have a liquid thing here. It's not a pimple because it never came off. I had it like forever now. And it doesn't even hurt, so. Well, we'll see what that is. Okay, yeah, so I'll see you guys when I get back home. Peace. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm coming back from the gym. I hit another PR, bro. Holy guacamole. I did fucking 160 pounds on bench, which is like a 5-pound PR, bro. 5 pound is a lot, okay? Like 160 is, what's 160? 160 is 72 kilograms. And reference, I am 59 kilograms, 59.5 kilograms at most. Morning weight after pissing. So it's like 1.2 body weight bench. So 1.2, it's pretty decent. I mean, I'm working on it. And then I tried 165. That shit crushed me, bro. Good thing my homeboy got it for me, or else I would have been cooked. I am home. I don't have my keys. I gotta call my mom. But for dumbbell press, I did 55 pounds for 7 or 8 reps, which is like insane because my PR was 5 or 6 reps. So like a 2-3 rep increase. It's crazy. I see you guys when I get inside the house because I gotta call my mom. Hey, what's up, guys? I just talked to my mom for an hour 30. I talked to my friend for an hour 30. It's like 1:30 a.m. and I haven't showered, so I'm gonna go shower and I'm gonna yap. And my phone is 10%. Wait, let me check. Yeah, it's on 10%. So I'll see you guys after I take my shower. Wait, I need to take my clothes. What am I doing? Gotta lock in, man. Gotta lock in my pants. And I'm not gonna show you my underwear, unfortunately. There I have my underwears. Alright, see you guys after I take my shower. Oh wait, I gotta close the light. What am I doing? Lock in, gang. Lock in. So much stuff to tell you guys, man. You guys don't even understand. I'll charge my phone meanwhile. So I'll see you guys after I take a shower. Peace. Yo, what's up, guys? I finished showering. So today is vlog 20. So I'm supposed to read chapter 20 of Genesis. But tomorrow I'm not gonna read Genesis today. I just have too much to say in this video. It's gonna be like an hour long, honestly. I'm gonna read chapter 20 and 21 tomorrow, but today we're gonna read the book of Ecclesiastes, the meaning of life, basically. I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna start yapping. So here we go, I guess. Ecclesiastes. I haven't prepared. I never prepare for vlogs or videos much, except if it's like a video game. But yeah, let's just find Ecclesiastes. Here it is. I found it already. I'm fast. So Ecclesiastes has a total of only 12 chapters, so it's gonna be a while, but just bear with me, okay? Everything is meaningless. Already starting off very strong. Really, this is, by the way, my favorite book of the Bible. Just hits so hard, and it's not specifically for believers or anyone. It's just for everyone. It's meant for everyone, which is like why I like this very much. Everything is meaningless. The words of a teacher, son of David, king in Jerusalem. Meaningless, meaningless, says the teacher. Utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. What do people gain from all their labors? From all their labors? For all their work? Generation comes and goes, but the earth remains forever. The sun rises and the sun sets, and it hurries back up to where it rises. The wind blows to the south and turns to the north. Round and round it goes, everything returning on its course. All the streams flow into the sea, yet the sea is never full. To the place the streams come from, there they return again. All things are wearisome, more than one can say. The eye never has enough for seeing, nor the ear its fill of hearing. What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. Is there anything of which one can say, look, this is something new? It was here already long ago. It was here before our time. No one remembers the former generations, and even those yet to come will not be remembered by those who follow them. So this is the first chapter. So when they say there's nothing something new, do you guys know that theory or like that legend or myth that there's this one library somewhere in the desert that contains everything that will be said, everything that has been done? I don't really remember what the library is called, but it goes underground and it's like very, very big. It just contains everything, every possibility, every combinations, everything. And it just reminds me of that. Nothing is really new. See, like, nothing is new. That just hits so deep. That makes me think about that desert, that library that contains everything. Oh, it's not even the first chapter. I'm sorry. It was just the first. Everything is meaningless. Part. Second part of chapter 1, I guess. That it's not really a part. Just the title or whatever. Wisdom is meaningless. So wow, this is absurd. Wisdom is meaningless. How can wisdom be meaningless, right? Because everywhere else in the Bible, they say wisdom is the key. Wisdom is what you need. Seek wisdom. Wisdom that. Wisdom this. So why is it written here, wisdom is meaningless? We'll find out. I, the teacher, was king over Israel in Jerusalem. I applied my mind to study and to explore by wisdom all that is done under the heavens. What a heavy burden God has laid on mankind. I have seen all the things that are done under the sun. All of them are meaningless, a chasing after the wind. That reminds me, a chasing after the wind reminds me, nothing gold can stay. You guys can search that quote up, but give me a second. I'll search it on my dad's phone real quick. Do not ask why I have this phone. Oh, okay. Nothing gold can stay. Okay, it's a poem. It talks about okay. Nothing gold can stay. Nature first green is gold. Her heart is hue to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaves subsides to leave, so they fall down. So Eden sank to grief. Eden, the garden, sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day. Nothing gold can stay. That reminds me of that because of the wind. Or I have seen all the things are done under the sun. All of them are meaningless. Are chasing after the wind. Actually, it doesn't relate, but it just makes me think of that for some reason. That is true. Nothing gold can really stay. As you get older, you get less time. Sad. It's like, you know those YouTube shorts when they talk about, oh, I wish I had a PC, and then when they get a PC, they can't just play it because they don't have time to play it. You know? What is crooked cannot be straightened. What is lacking cannot be counted. I said to myself, look, I have increased in wisdom more than anyone who has ruled over Jerusalem before me. I have experienced much of wisdom and knowledge. Then I applied myself to the understanding of wisdom, and also of madness and folly. But I learned that this too is chasing after the wind. For with much wisdom comes much sorrow. The more knowledge, the more grief. That's kind of true. It's like when you're a kid, you're innocent, you're just happy, you're just doing whatever, you're doing fully. You don't know what you're doing wrong, you're doing stuff wrong, but it's fine, you know? Because you're a kid. But when you grow up, you know how the world really works. It's just like, it gives greed and it gives sorrow. It just makes you so sad because you just know you're limited by the world. And yeah, that just hits me very deeply. I think you guys can also relate. Like when you were a kid, you were free. You had time. You were doing whatever, having fun. But now, less time, less fun. Stuff gets more real. You just understand how life works, and it just hits so hard. And he also said, fully is also meaningless. So sinning is also meaningless. Doing whatever you want is meaningless. Everything is meaningless. Pleasures are meaningless. I said to myself, come now, I will test your pleasure to find out what is good. But that also proved to be meaningless. Laughter, I said, is madness. And what does pleasure accomplish? I tried cheering myself with wine and embracing fully. My mind still guiding me with wisdom. I wanted to see what was good for people to do under the heavens during the few days of their lives. I undertook great projects. I built houses for myself and planted vineyards. I made gardens and parks and planted all kinds of fruit of trees in them. I made reservoirs to water groves of flourishing trees. I bought male and female slaves and had other slaves who were born in my house. So you can tell this guy is kind of old, but very wise. That's why you guys say old people are wise, I guess. I also owned more herds and flocks than anyone in Jerusalem before me. I amassed silver and gold for myself, and the treasure of kings and provinces. I acquired male and female singers, and a harem, as well the delights of a man's heart. I became greater by far than anyone in Jerusalem before me. And all this wisdom stayed with me. I denied myself nothing my eyes desired. I refused my heart no pleasure. My heart took delight in all my labor, and this was the reward for all my toil. Yet when I surveyed all that my hands had done and what I had toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Nothing was gained under the sun. So he accomplished all these great things, did whatever he wanted, doing stuff that is not wise, but still, wisdom guided him. Was still in his mind, didn't guide him. Of course, it guides him, but like, it was still in his mind because he was doing folly to know what's the meaning of folly and doing nonsense. He achieved greatness from scratch, and yet it felt meaningless. So maybe money isn't everything. Let's continue. Wisdom and folly are meaningless. Then I turned my thoughts to consider wisdom, and also madness and folly. What more can king's successor do than what has already been done? Okay, let me reread that because that was kind of confusing. What more can the king's successor do than what has already been done? So what else can he do other than what's already been done? King's successor is probably his son. Most of the time, not every single time, but most of it. I saw that wisdom is better than folly, just as the light is better than darkness. The wise have eyes in their hands, while the fool walks in darkness. But I came to realize that the same fate overtakes them both. So at the end of the day, you both die. Wise or foolish, you still die. You still die at the end of the day. Well, not of the day, but of your life. Then I said to myself, the fate of the fool will overtake me also. What then do I gain by being wise? I said to myself. This too is meaningless. For the wise, like the fool, will not be long remembered. The days have already come when both have been forgotten. Like the fool, the wise too must die. Toil, so work, is meaningless. So I hated life because the work that is done under the sun was so grievous to me. All of this is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. I hated all the things I had toiled for under the sun, because I must leave them to the one who comes after me. And who knows whether that person will be wise or foolish. Yet they will have control over all the fruits of my toil, into which I have poured my effort and skill under the sun. This too is meaningless. So my heart began to despair over all my toilsome labor under the sun. For a person must labor with wisdom, knowledge, and skill, and then they must leave all their own to another who has not toiled for it. This too is meaningless, and a great misfortune. What do people get for the toil and anxious striving with which they labor under the sun? All their days they work is grief and pain. Even at night their minds do not rest. This too is meaningless. A person can do nothing better than eat, drink, and find satisfaction in their own toil. This too, I see, is from the hand of God. For without him, who can eat or find enjoyment? To the person who pleases him, God gives wisdom, knowledge, happiness. But to the sinner, he gives the task of gathering and storing up wealth to hand it over to the one who pleases God. This too is meaningless, chasing after the sun. Wow. So just everything is meaningless. But I don't know. What I understood before from this verse was that what is the meaning of life is enjoying your food, enjoying your drink, and enjoying your hard work. A time for everything. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter the stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. What do workers gain from their toil? I have seen the burden God has laid on the human race. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He also set eternity into the human heart. Yet no one can fathom what God has done for them, from the beginning to the end. I know that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live, that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in their toil. This is the gift of God. I know that everything God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it, and nothing taken from it. God does it so that people will fear him. Whatever is has already been, and what will be has been before, and God will call the past to account. And I saw something else under the sun. In the place of judgment, wickedness was there. In the place of justice, wickedness was there. I said to myself, God will bring into judgment both the righteous and the wicked. For there will be a time for every activity, a time to judge every deed. Wow. I also said to myself, as for human, God tests them so they may see that they are like animals. Surely the fate of human being is like that of the animals. The same fate awaits them both. As one dies, so dies the other. All have the same breath. Humans have no advantage over animals. Everything is meaningless. All go to the same place. All come from dust, and to dust all return. Who knows if the human spirit rises upward and if the spirit of the animal goes down into the earth? So I saw that there's nothing better for a person to enjoy their work, because that is their lot. For who can bring them to see what will happen after them? Oppression, toil, friendlessness. Again, I looked and saw all the oppressions that were taking place under the sun. I saw the tears of the oppressed, and they have no comforter. Power was on the side of their oppressors, and they have no comforter. And I declared that the dead who had already died are happier than the living who are still alive. But better than both is the one who has never been born, who has not seen the evil that is under the sun. And sometimes I also think that way. I wish I was never here, honestly. And I saw that all the toil and all the achievement sprang from one person's envy of another. This too is meaningless, chasing after the wind. Fools fold their hands and ruin themselves. Better one handful with tranquility than two handfuls with toil and a chasing after the wind. Again, I saw something meaningless under the sun. There was a man all alone. He had neither son nor brother. There was no end to his toil. Yet his eyes were not content with his wealth. From who am I toiling? He asked. And why am I depriving myself of enjoyment? This too is meaningless, a miserable business. So money is not the thing. You need family, I guess. You need family. You need happiness. You need someone to work for. Like you working, and you're not working for yourself, but like to support your family. And just to live, I guess, with family, with someone you love, someone you care about. Two are better than one because they have good returns for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can you keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of three stands is not quickly broken. A lot to take in from this book. It's just so much wisdom coming at you. So much proverbs, so much theory, so much shower thoughts just going towards you. You have just so much to think about. And that's why this video is gonna be so long. Advancement is meaningless. Advancement is meaningless. Wow. That just hits hard. Improvement is meaningless? Like, how can that be, right? Well, here's what it says. Better a poor but wise Better a poor but wise youth than an old but foolish king, who no longer knows how to heed a warning. The youth may be come from prison to the kingship, or may be or may have been born in the poverty within his kingdom. I saw that all who lived and walked under the sun followed the youth, the king's successor. There was no end to the people who were before them, but those who came later were not pleased with the successor. This too is meaningless, a chasing after the sun. A chasing after the wind, sorry. I am so tired, and my voice is starting to just go away. Wow, so a lot of things is meaningless. Everything is meaningless. A chasing after the sun. I have just so much to talk about, man. Fulfill your vow to God. Guard your steps when you go to the house of God. Go near to listen rather than to offer the sacrifice of fools, who do not know what they that who do not know what know who do not know that they do wrong. I am dyslexic apparently. Do not be quick with your mouth. Do not be hasty in your heart to utter anything before God. God is in heaven and you are on earth. So let your words be few. This is what I have to take in. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 2. This is something that I need to work on really badly. And I'll tell you guys why later. When you make a vow to God, do not delay to fulfill it. He has no pleasure in fools. Fulfill your vow. It is better not to make a vow than to make one and not fulfill it. See, do not tell someone you're going to do something if you're not going to do it. It's better to say, I'm not going to do it, basically. Do not let your mouth lead you into sin. I also need to work on that. And do not protest to the temple messenger, my vow was a mistake. Do not say that. Do not say my vow was a mistake. Why should God be angry at you when you say and destroy the work of your hands? Much dreaming and much words are meaningless. Therefore fear God. Fulfill your vow to God. Fulfill your vow to God. Or just don't make one. It's better to not make one than to make one and not do it. I should be doing that myself. I am quite a hypocrite, if I do say so myself. Riches are meaningless. Okay, wow. Riches are meaningless. I mean, it's just hard to think about. Because riches can just help so many people out there, you know? Like, I'm living life comfortably, but not everyone is. A lot of people that I know are struggling. Well, I know some that are struggling. Maybe not a lot. But I know some people that are struggling. And I'm just such a bad friend because I just don't check up on them. I don't talk to them. And I feel like I'm just such a bad person. And I'm just not grateful enough. You should be grateful to have life, to have food on your table, to wake up, to have clean water. Anything. You should just be grateful. Because, you know those story. Like, oh, I wish I had a limo, but you already have a car, right? And that, okay, so, like, okay. Start from beginning. This guy, okay, has no legs, okay? He got a car crash or was born like that. Has no legs, okay? Then you that is walking. He looks at you and he sees a person walking. Let's imagine that person is you. You may not have a bike, you may not have a car, but you have legs. And then you that is walking wish you had a bike. Right? And then that person on a bike wish that they had a car. And this guy on a car wish they had a better car, like a luxury car. That guy in the luxury car wish he had a boat. And then that guy on a boat wish they had a plane. So once you have money, once you have wealth, even just anything, you want to achieve more. You want to get more. And you always think about more, but you don't stop and think about, wow, I am grateful for that. I'm grateful for this. And it just breaks my heart because I'm just that person, you know, I always want more. And I don't take enough time to just appreciate how much I have. I mean, I am just like spoiled at this point, you know. I'm I mean, I'm not rich, you know, but I have enough to survive. I have enough. I have the basics, and that's really all you need. You know, I have the chance to go to school. I may hate school, but you have a chance to go to school. A lot of people cannot afford to go to school, cannot go to school, doesn't have the ability to go to school. And even if they do, they just can't because they have to provide for their family at like 10 years old or something. You got to be grateful. And just take the time to appreciate what you have. Because you're already in the 90% in the 90 percentile, so you just should be grateful. And I'm just I'm trying to do it myself. I'm not perfect, obviously, and I'm will never be perfect. Maybe even in heaven I will not be perfect, you know. But people in heaven are perfect, but they're not because there's fallen angels. So that's kind of confusing, but I'm just so confused. I'm perplexed. You can say. Yeah, just be grateful, I guess. Riches are meaningless. If you see the poor oppressed in a district and justice and rights denied, do not be surprised at such things, for one official is eyed by a higher one, and over them both are other higher still. The increase from the land is taken by all. The king himself profits from the fields. Whoever loves money never has enough. See? You're always seeking for progression, which is not a bad thing. But you need to pause for a second and just be grateful for what you have. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. This, too, is meaningless. As goods increase, so do those who consume them. And what benefit are they to the owner, except to feast their eyes on them? The sleep of a laborer is sweet, whether they eat little or much. But as for the rich, their abundance permits them no sleep. Wow. The sleep of a laborer is sweet, whether they eat a little or much. But as for the rich, their abundance permits them no sleep. So the hard workers, whether they have a lot of food or not, they get good sleep. It's like you worked hard, you just get a good rest. Like after the gym, take a shower, and then boom, you fall asleep like instantly. But as for the rich, they don't fall asleep quick. So I don't really get that part. So let's move on. I have seen a grievous evil under the sun, wealth hoarded to the harm of its owners, or wealth lost through some misfortune, so that when they have children, there is nothing left for them to inherit. Everyone comes naked from their mother's womb, and as everyone comes, so they depart. They take nothing from their toil that they can carry in their hands. This too is a grievous evil. As everyone comes, so they depart. And what do they gain, since they toil for the wind? All their days they eat in darkness. Still great frustration, affliction and anger. This is what I have observed to be good. That is
appropriate for a person to eat, to drink, and to find satisfaction in their toilsome labor. So eat, drink, and labor. Meaning of life, as I said before, is what I understood. So this kind of proves my point, I guess. Under the sun, during the few days of life God has given them, for this is their lots. So lot is like prize, I guess you can say. So the prize of a person, of anyone, is food, drink, and their work. I mean, I kind of agree. Moreover, when God gives someone wealth and possessions, and the ability to enjoy them, to accept their lot, and be happy in their toil, this is a gift of God. They seldom reflect on their days of their life, because God keeps them occupied with gladness of heart. I have seen another evil under the sun, and it weighs heavily on mankind. God gives some people wealth, possession, and honor so that they lack nothing. Their hearts desire, but God does not grant them the ability to enjoy them. Maybe that's why people say that wealth does not buy you happiness. Money does not buy you happiness. Because God does not give the permission to good, like the ability to be grateful, I guess. Wow. That's why you guys should learn how to be grateful. Like, just have so much. I mean, I can't be telling you guys to learn to be grateful because I need to work on that myself. Why is my eyebrow so weird? What the? Anyways, let's go on. God gives some people wealth, possession, and honor so that they lack nothing their hearts desire, but God does not grant them the ability to enjoy them. And strangers enjoy them instead. This is meaningless, a grievous evil. Wow. A man may have a hundred children and live many years. Yet no matter how long he lives, if he cannot enjoy his prosperity and does not receive proper burial, I say that a stillborn child is better off than he. Wow. It comes without meaning. It departs in darkness, and in darkness its name is shrouded. Thought it never saw the sun or knew anything. It has more rest than the sun, than and its darkness name shouted. Though it will never see, though it never saw the sun or knew anything, it has more rest than does that man. Even if he lives 1,000 years twice over but fails to enjoy his prosperity, do not all go to the same place? Everyone's toil is for their mouth, yet their appetite is never satisfied. Whoa. Wow, that is kind of true though. You just work for food, basically, for survival. Wow. What advantage have the wise over the fools? What do the poor gain by knowing how to conduct themselves before others? Better what the eye sees than the roving of the appetite. This, too, is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Whatever exists has already been named, and what humanity is has been known. No one can contend with someone who is stronger. The more the words, the less the meaning. And how does that profit anyone? For who knows what is good for a person in life during the few and meaningless days They pass through like a shadow. Who can tell them what will happen under the sun after they are gone? Wow, so much to take in. Wow. Wisdom, chapter 7. More than halfway there. Well, we're halfway there. Wisdom. A good name is better than a fine perfume, and the day of death better than the day of birth. That is kind of true, I can't lie. It is better to go to a house of mourning than go to a house of feasting. For death is the destiny of everyone. The living should take this to heart. Frustration is better than laughter, because a sad face is not good for the heart. That is also true. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fool is in the house of pleasure. I'll be right back. Wait, I need to pause this video real quick. I need to blow my nose, I think. One nose blowing later. Let's go on. It is better to heed the rebuke of a wise person than to listen to the songs of fools. Like the cracking of thorns under the pot, so is the laughter of fools. This too is meaningless. Extortion turns a wise person into a fool, and a bribe corrupts the heart. Do not bribe people and do not get bribed. Okay? Do what is right for money or not for money, okay? Do what is right. Always do what is right. The end of the matter is better than its beginning. What the heck? Uh-oh. I need a this real quick. You guys did not. That it was pretty disgusting. Oh, okay. My nose. Too much yapping from me. Oh my days, that was disgusting from me. Anyways, the end of a matter is better than its beginning, and patience is better than pride. That is kind of me. Do not be quickly provoked in your spirit, for anger resides in the lap of fools. Do not say, why were the old days better than these? For it is not wise to ask such question. I kind of asked that question, so I am not wise, I guess. Am I a fool? Yes, I am. Wisdom is like an inheritance, is a good thing, and benefits those who see the sun. Wisdom is a shelter, as money is the shelter. But the advantage of knowledge is this: wisdom preserves those who have it. Consider what God has done. Who can straighten what he has made crooked? When times are good, be happy. But when times are bad, consider this: God has made the one as well as the other. Therefore, no one can discover anything about their future. In this meaningless life of mine, I have seen both of these. The righteous perishing in their righteousness, and the wicked living long in their wickedness. Do not be over righteous, neither be over wise. Why destroy yourself? Wow. Okay, that kind of confuses me, because God is really wise, but it's not over wise. But how can he not be over wise if he's like the wisest man alive? Or not man, but like being. Yeah, that kind of also confuses me now. Man, I'm getting confused. I should not go over all of this because I'm kind of being a fool now. Do not be over wicked, and do not be a fool. Why die before your time? It is good to grasp. Wait, pause. Oh, wow. It is good to grasp the one and not let go of the other. Whoever fears God will avoid all extremes. Okay, so you won't be over wise or over foolish, I guess. Wisdom makes one wise person more powerful than 10 rulers in a city. Wow. Indeed, there is no one on earth who is righteous, no one who does what is right and never sins, except Jesus. He did that. Do not pay attention to every word people say, or you may hear your servant cursing you. For you know in your heart that many times you yourself have cursed others. That is very true. Do not overlisten, and do not gossip. Very wise stuff here. All this I tested by wisdom, and I said, I am determined to be wise, but this was beyond me. Whatever exists is so far off and most profound. Who can discover it? So I turned my mind to understand, to investigate, and to search out wisdom and the scheme of things, and to understand the stupidity of wickedness and the madness of folly. I find more bitter than death the woman who is a snare, whose heart is a trap, in whose hand are chains. The man who pleases God will escape her, but the sinner she will ensnare. Look, says the teacher, this is what I have discovered, adding one thing to another, to discover the scheme of things. While I was searching, but not finding, I found one upright man among 1,000, but not one upright woman among them all. By the way, this passage is not talking about men are wiser than women, okay? I just don't know how to explain the context to you guys, but that's not the meaning. Like, you can search it up somewhere else on YouTube, but doesn't mean that men are wiser than women, and it doesn't mean that women are wiser than men. Okay, just to let you guys know, cause yeah. This only have I found: God created mankind upright, but they have gone in search of many schemes. Who is like the wise? Who knows the explanation of things? A person's wisdom brightens their face and changes its hard appearance. And yet he said that wisdom brings you sorrow in the beginning. So just too much wisdom coming to my mind. Like, just reading it slowly, understanding it just really helps, bro. This video is so long. It's already 49 minutes. From this recording, at least. From the reading. Obey the king. This passage, I don't think... Is it this passage? I don't know. We'll read. Obey the king's command. I say because you took an oath before God. Do not be in a hurry to leave the king's presence. Do not stand up for a bad cause, for he will do whatever he pleases. Since a king's word is supreme, who can say to him, what are you doing? Whoever obeys his command will come to no harm, and the wise heart will know that proper time and procedure. For there is a proper time and procedure for every matter. Though a person may be weighted down by misery, since no one knows the future. Who can tell someone else what is to come, as no one has the power over the wind to contain it? So no one has the power over the time of their death. But God does. As no one is discharged in time of war, so wickedness will not release those who practice it. All this I saw as I applied my mind to everything done under the sun. There is a time when a man lords it over others to his own hurt. Then too, I saw the wicked buried. Those who used to come and go from the holy place and receive praise. In the city where they did this too is meaningless. When the sentence for a crime is not quickly carried out, people's hearts are filled with schemes to do wrong. Although a wicked person who commits 100 crimes may live a long time, I know that I will go better. With those who fear God, who are reverent before him. Yet because the wicked do not fear God, it will not go well with them, and their ways will not lengthen like a shadow. There is something else meaningless that occurs on earth. The righteous who get what the wicked deserve, and the wicked who get what the righteous deserve. This too, I say, is meaningless. That is kind of true. Some people that are wicked get more than they deserve, I guess you could say. It's just luck because of free will, and God does not control us. God really wants a private relationship, a real relationship. That's why there's evil in the world, because of us, because we have free will and we do whatever we want. Because God does not force us to love him. And this is why there is separation. So I commend the enjoyment of life, because there is nothing better for a person under the sun than to eat and drink and be glad. Then joy will accompany them in their toil all the days of their life, of the life God has given them under the sun. When I applied my mind to wisdom and observed the labor that is done on earth, people getting no sleep day or night, then I saw all that God has done. No one can comprehend what goes under the sun, despite all their efforts to search it out. No one can discover its meaning. Even if the wise claim they know, they cannot really comprehend it. Even if they know, they can't comprehend it. Wow. A common destiny for all. So I've reflected on all this and concluded that the righteous and the wise and what they do are in God's hand. But no one knows whether love or hate awaits them. All share a common destiny, the righteous and the wicked, the good and the bad, the clean and the unclean. Those who offer sacrifices, those who do not. As it is with the good, so with the sinful. As it is with those who take oaths, so with those who are afraid to take them. Do not make a quote unquote promise or oath. What's it called? Your vows. Do not make vows if you're not gonna respect your vows. You know? Do not tell your parents you're gonna wash the dishes if you're not gonna wash the dishes. Where am I now? I kind of lost it. All share a common destiny, the righteous and the wicked, the good and the bad, the clean and the unclean, those who offer sacrifice promises and those who do not. As it is with the good, so with the sinful. As it is with those who take oaths, so with the one who are afraid to take them. This is the evil in everything that happens under the sun. The same destiny overtakes all. The hearts of people, moreover, are full of evil, and there is madness in their heart while they live. And afterward they join the dead. Anyone who is among the living has hope. Even even a live dog is better off than a dead lion. Wait, what? Anyone who is among the living has hope. Even a live dog is better off than a dead lion. Okay. For the living knows that they will die, but the dead know nothing. They have no further reward, and even their name is forgotten. Wow. That is kind of true. Even after you die, your parents can't mourn forever. You gotta move on. There's a time. And you will be forgotten after a while. You may think they may mourn more, but life doesn't stop for you, nor does it stop for anyone else. Time just goes on. So take care of it. Take care of your health. Take care of yourself, your mental health, and your physical health. Take care. Unlike me, that is still talking, and it's 2:35 in the morning. Very nice. Okay. Their love, their hate, and their jealousy have long since vanished. Never again will they have a part in anything that happens under the sun. Go eat your food with gladness, and drink your wine with a joyful heart. For God has already approved what you do. Okay, so they say drink wine, enjoy your wine, but do not get indulged in wine. Do not let wine control you. You gotta control the amount of wine you drink. Always be clothed in white, and always anoint your head with oil. Enjoy life with your wife. My parents gotta do that. Like, they are not enjoying right now. I can tell. Too much arguments, I feel like. So much stuff, man. Whom you love. All the days of this meaningless life that God has given you under the sun. All your meaningless days, for this is your lot in life and in your toilsome labor under the sun. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might, for in the realm of the dead, where you are going, there is neither working, nor planning, nor knowledge, nor wisdom. I have seen something else under the sun. The race is not the swift, or the battle to the strong, nor does food come to the wise, or wealth to the brilliant, or favor to the learned. But time and chance happen to them all. That's why sometimes the wicked live longer than the wise. 'Cause a chance happened to them all. So there is luck. And it is not controlled by God. Because God gives us free will. Does not control anything here. He's not controlling you. He's not controlling me. He gives us free will. He lets us do whatever we want. Yeah. That's why there's chance, my friends. Moreover, no one knows when their hour will come. A fish are caught in a cruel net. A birds are taken in a snare. So people are trapped by evil times that fall unexpectedly upon them. Wisdom is better than folly. Surprise, surprise, huh? I also saw under the sun this example of wisdom that greatly impressed me. So, wow, something that impressed him. Crazy, because this guy's pretty wise, as like what we can tell. He is a wise man. He's gives us a lot of theory, a lot of things to think about. Something that impressed him. There once there was once a small city with only a few people in it, and a powerful king came against it, surrounded it, and built huge siege works against it. Now there lived in that city a man, poor but wise, and he saved the city by his wisdom. But nobody remembered that poor man. So I said, wisdom is better than strength. But the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are no longer heeded. The quiet words of the wise are more to be heeded than the shouts of a ruler of fools. Wisdom is better than a weapon of war, but one sinner destroys much good. As dead flies give perfume a bad smell, so a little folly outweighs wisdom and honor. Wow. So one mistake can cause you bad reputation, basically, like at school, like at work, basically anywhere. The heart of the wise inclines to the right, but the heart of the fool to the left. Even as fools walk along the road, they lack sense and show everyone how stupid they are. If a ruler's anger rises against you, do not leave your post. Calmness can lay great offense to rest. There is an evil I have seen under the sun, the sort of error that rises from a ruler. Fools are put in a many high positions, while the rich occupy the low ones. I have seen slaves on horseback, while princes go on foot like slaves. Whoever digs a pit may fall into it. Whoever breaks through a wall may be bitten by a snake. Whoever carries too many quarries stones may be injured by them. Whoever splits logs may be endangered by them. If the axe is dull, why is axe spelled with AX? It's a bug. And its edge unsharpened. More strength is needed, but skill will bring success. If a snake bites before it is charmed, the charmer receives no fee. Words from the mouth and the wise are gracious, but fools are consumed by their own lips. At the beginning, their works are folly, at the end, they are wicked. Madness, and fools multiply words. No one knows what is coming. Who can tell someone else will happen after them? The toil of fools wearies them. They do not know the way to town. Woe to the land whose king was a servant, and whose princes feast in the morning. Blessed is the land whose king is of noble birth, and whose princes eat at a proper time, for strength and not for drunkenness. Through lazy the rafters sag, because of idle hands the house leaks. A feast is made for laughter, wine makes life merry, and money is the answer for everything. Do not revile the king, even in your thoughts, or curse the rich in your bedroom, because a bird in the sky might carry your words, and a bird's on the wing may report what you say. Almost done 2 more chapters. It's been an hour already. Pretty cool. And I still have so much more to yap about. Invest in many ventures. Ship your grain across the sea. After many days, you may receive a return. Invest in 7 ventures. Yes. In 8, you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. If clouds are full of water, they pour rain on the earth. Whether a tree falls to the south or to the north, in the place where it falls, there it will lie. Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. Wow. Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. That's deep. That's pretty deep. As you do not know the path of the wind, or how the body is formed in a mother's womb, so you cannot understand the work of God, the maker of all things. Sow your seeds in the morning, and at evening let your hands not be idle, for you do not know which will succeed, whether this or that, or whether both will do equally well. Remember your Creator while young. Light is sweet, and it pleases the eyes to see the sun. However many years anyone may live, let them enjoy them all, but let them remember the days of darkness, for there will be many. Everything to come is meaningless. You who are young, me, and you guys, hopefully, to those young people watching, you know who you are. Message to you is, you who are young, be happy while you are young, and let your heart give you joy, and follow the ways of your heart. And whatever your eyes see, but know that for all these things, God will bring you into judgment. This guy right here will be judged, very much. And it's well deserved, because it's kind of on me. So then banish anxiety from your heart, and cast off the troubles of your body. For youth and vigor are meaningless. Enjoy your youth. Enjoy life while you're young. But it is meaningless. Remember your Creator in the days of your youth, before the days of trouble come, and the years approach you, when you will say, I find no pleasure in them. Before the sun and the light, and the moon and the stars grow dark, and the clouds return after the rain, when the keeper of the house tremble, and the strong men stoop, when the grinders cease because they are few, and those looking through the windows grow dim, when the doors of the street are closed and the sound of grinding fades, when people rise up at the sound of birds, but all their songs grow faint, when people are afraid of heights and dangers in the street, when the almond tree blossoms and the grasshopper drags itself along, and desire no longer is stirred, then people go to their eternal home, and mourners go to the streets. Remember him before the silver cord is served, and the golden bowl is broken, before the pitcher is shattered at the spring, and the wheel broken at the well, and the dust returns to the ground it came from, and the spirits return to God who gave it. Meaningless, says the teacher. Everything is meaningless. The conclusion of the matter. Not only was the teacher wise, but he also imparted knowledge to the people. He pondered and searched out and set in order many proverbs. The teacher searched to find just the right words, and what he wrote was upright and true. The words of the wise are like goads. They collected sing like firmly embedded nails, given by one shepherd. Be warned, my son, of anything in addition to them. Of mankind, many books there is no end, and much study wearies the body. Now all has been heard. Here is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God, and keep his commandments. For this is the duty of mankind. This is our job, our duty. That is what we were meant to do. For God will bring every deed into judgment, including every hidden thing, whether it is good or evil. Moral of the story: eat, drink, sleep, work hard, and obey God. Very long story just for these things. Simple things, but very important things. Be grateful in everything. Took me an hour and 12 minutes to do all of that. But now let's talk about today, my day. Woke up, played games, went to sleep, woke up, played games, asked my mom to go to Costco because I wanted to buy Monster, right? And I have been wanting to buy this drink for a while. It's pretty expensive, but went to Costco, there was no drinks. I was like, Also, I'm broke. Maybe my I don't know my parents and stuff, but I know I'm broke. Although I know my parents' financial situation, just me, not them, maybe. Won't say much about them, but I am broke, and I wanted to buy that, and then I just like, wow, there was not the flavor. I wanted White Monster, which is Zero Ultra, and there was only the regular one, so I didn't buy any. Wanted to buy chocolate, restrained myself from buying chocolate, which was good, I guess. Kind of regretted it. Really wanted to buy it. Went back home. My friend texted me, "Oh, want to go to gym?" I was like, "Yeah, today's push day." So I made a coffee. So normally my mom puts a scoop of that instant coffee thing. So I put like a bigger scoop than she does, cause big boy stuff. Boom, smack that scoop, and then I put like 2 more scoops of chocolate milk powder. And then I asked my mom, "Yo, how much sugar do you put?" She was like, "Yeah, put 2 little spoons." So like, this is like the coffee spoon, like this big. Then the sugar spoon is this big. She's like, "Yeah, I usually put like 2 scoops of sugar, right?" I smacked four of them, and was like, Put some milk, readied up, went to the gym, benched, and then I was like benching. I was like feeling good because I like caffeine and stuff, a lot of energy, and felt good that day, which is today. Well, technically yesterday because it's past midnight, but my PR was 135 for 5 reps. I did 7 reps, and it was like, wow, 7 reps. It was like much easier than ever. Like, it was not easy for me at least, but it was way better than before. So I was like so hyped, so happy. And then I was like, wow, I should go for PR since I did 7 reps, right? And then my friend was like, "Bro, really? Like you're hitting PR every single time?" He didn't say that specifically, but he's like, "Bro, what? Really? Shouldn't you do that at the end?" Because and then I said, "Nah, because at the end I would not have the energy." So I'm kind of glad that I was attempting PR already. Boom. Putting up plates and trying to hit PR. And I did. 160 pounds. Reference, I weighed, let me calculate real quick. I weighed, is there no, give me a second, guys. There we go. I weighed, I weighed like 131 pounds. And I benched 160. That's like a 30-pound body weight. So it's like a 1.2 body weight bench. Which is not insane, but it's pretty good. I'm really psyched, really happy. And then I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then my friend's like, yo, just smack another 5 pounds in total. So 2.5. So it was, at this point, a plate, and then a 10, and then a 5. So that was 165. I was like, wow, I don't think I can do that. And then I attempted it. Guess what? Yeah, I failed miserably. Couldn't even move it off my chest. But luckily my friend, he carried me. He's like, I'm that guy. And then he lifted the bar in like in like a second. So I was like, he saved me basically. And then dumbbell press, I also hit PR. I have this one friend at church. He doesn't watch these videos for sure. He's not even subscribed, but this guy, I don't know if he still goes to the gym because he goes to McGill, very busy guy. So he was like 45 for warm up, which is what I do as well, and then 50 pounds dumbbell inclined for reps. He did 6 or 7, okay, no, like actually 6 or 7 or 7 or 8 reps of 50, and I did like that as well. Then I was like, oh, I put some music, I put like Z's Legend, like dun 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 dun, dun stuff like that, and then or just like noise, just like pure noise, like I don't know how to explain the noise, but it's just basically noise and blasting in your ears. That's what I did. I took 55 pounds after, and I repped it. Like, I did 7 reps. I would not say 6, 7, but I did like 7 reps, which is pretty cool. It's insane. 55 pounds, bro. I weighed 131. That's like basically my body weight total. Basically. Yeah, today was just insane gym stuff. So did other exercises, came back home, felt really happy. Then wanted to talk to my mom, because my mom before leaving, she was like, yo, Chris. Oh, Chris is my name, by the way, if you guys didn't already know. It was like, Zai, which means son. Want to talk to you about this one person at church, this one teacher. We will not be naming names. So there's one teacher, this teacher 1, and then there's teacher 2, and teacher 2 has a daughter. Okay? So I do not like any of these people, by the way. I do not hate them, but I do not like them. I prefer not talking to them. Okay, so one person at church, she's like, why do you and your sister not like her, teacher? Not like her. I'm like, yeah, because of, I feel like she's a hypocrite. Will not be naming names, of course, but and then she was like emotional once while praying or like talking about a story. I was like, me and my friend, I was like, yo, she cannot be serious right now. We were laughing, right? I don't know. I feel like she's a hypocrite. I mean, it's also, yeah. And then there's this one time, because I almost said shit, the poop word. I almost said that, and then like everyone started shaming me, like, calm the down, like, it's not that deep. It's an accident, okay? Everyone makes mistakes. And then everyone started shaming me. And then that's why I hate going to kenosis. Just people like that. And then a girl says the F word. She's like, and then nothing happens to her because obviously she's a woman, so nobody gives a Turk, Turk, Turk Builder Max, Coach Greg. But like, yeah, so that's pretty messed up. That's mostly why I feel like teacher one is a hypocrite. I just, and she says things that you want to hear, you know? She's like, it's fine being fat. It is not fine being fat, okay, guys? I'm not fat phobic or anything. It's just like, you do you, obviously. You gotta do what you gotta do. You can be yourself. I'm not shaming that. It's just like, it's not okay to be fat. I'm not fat. I am kind of fat phobic, but like the point is, being obese, being fat can take years off your life, depending on how good your health is and how overweight you are. You know, you just gotta. It is not okay. It's not a good thing. Do not promote that, especially nowadays that fast food is getting more and more popular and stuff. You should be taking care of your health, and starting by taking care of your physical health, it also helps taking care of your mental health, because it just does. You guys will know if you guys work out. It just really helps your mental. That is why I do not really like teacher number one. Teacher number two, okay, she is way worse. Way worse. Egoistic. Thinks she's the boss, and then, yeah, I just don't go to vacation Bible study to help anymore because of that teacher. And her daughter's not even better, bro. Oh my days, it just annoys me. Like, my sister told me, like, at VBS, she checked her phone for the time, right? And then it is 3 a.m. by the way, 3 a.m. and then 9 a.m. China time, I think. Is that how it works? You all low-key have no idea, bro. But it is indeed 3 a.m. right now. But anyways, at VBS, Vacation Bible Study, my sister went there because she wanted to volunteer, and I didn't, by the way, because I am done with that BS. So my sister checked the time right on her phone, and then daughter of Miss number two, teacher number two, so it's like, yo, I won't say my sister's name because privacy. She was like, hey, do not be on your phone. But she, daughter of Miss number two, was scrolling on her phone, and nothing happens because she's older than me. She's in college, and egoistic as heck, like her mom. Like, all three of them are egoistic, says what people want to hear, and do good in front of people. But when no one sees them, they assert dominance, thinking that they're that guy. They're not that guy. They're also really annoying. And even my younger sister, that is very young, we'll say not even in high school yet. Bro, even her, she's thinking that daughter of Madame number two is very bad. She does not like her. Although she likes one of her cousins of Miss daughter number two. The thing is, you just can't be like that type of person, because you can't just be a hypocrite. I am a hypocrite. But like, not at that point. I won't be saying stuff to people. Like, when I'm a hypocrite, I tell my friends, yo, you're doing that wrong. Or I tell my family member, like my mom, you're doing that wrong. I'm not trying to like correct them, you know what I'm saying? I am trying to correct them, but I'm doing that because I want the best for them, right? But that person just tells me, oh, don't do that, don't do this. Bro, I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? I would take the advice, but like, mind your own business first. Like, when I tell my mom to do something, I also hope that she tells me something back, because if I'm doing something wrong, I would also like to know, like she did. She's like, son, you're cussing too much. You gotta. And then I was like, yeah, I'm working on that. Blah blah blah. And also, yeah, like daughter number two. Okay, we were like Sunday, right, worshiping, and I was on my phone. I'm like always on my phone. I can't even lie. Well, not recently, but before, yeah, when she was still here, before she didn't move, but like she moved to her school, college, or whatever. Before, like before she moved, so almost like a year ago. Well, not even a year ago. Maybe like maybe like half a year ago. I'm on my phone, and maybe I am disturbing people. Like I can't lie, that was on me. I'm taking the shame. But like, do not shame me out loud in front of everyone. Like, why would you do that? That is not how you're supposed to correct people. You know, tell them one on one, like after service or anything. But she didn't do that. She was like, I was behind her, and she was like, "Yo, bro, why you on your phone? You're like making a lot of noise, and you're distracting me or whatever." She was, first of all, she was on her phone, okay? And then she telling me, "Oh, don't be on your phone." Like, really, bro? And then Miss, like the sister of my friend, she was also on her phone. I don't see you talking to her, huh? And your cousin, how about your cousin? Like, she has two cousins, both are also girls. Like my friend, my sister likes the younger one, and the older one was on her phone. I'm pretty sure. And then I don't remember. It's been so long, but she doesn't say anything to them, like to her friends or anything. She does not say anything, which is so annoying. And then you talk to me, bro. Like that's crazy. First of all, you're a hypocrite because you're on your phone as well. And even her, she also has a sister. Her sister's a bit, is quite a bit nicer than her. But she does not say anything about her friends or his sister or anything. Absolute hypocrite. And then, like, I don't mind people saying that to me. Like, I understand that is on me. But like, also, I am sitting to this one guy next to church now because I'm trying to focus. When I'm on my phone, checking my games and checking if I have anything like updates. Yeah, it's, I'm not supposed to be on my phone. I agree, but like, he didn't say anything to me. He cuz I did for like what 10 seconds and then I stopped. But like the thing is, if I do not know you, do not tell me stuff cuz I don't talk to you, you don't know me. Cuz if another friend of mine at church, he tells me, "Brother, you're what you're on your phone way too much. You should probably like listen." Like I'm going to listen to him cuz he knows like how much how much time I'm on my phone usually and how much time on my phone now, and he may understand that I maybe have like focusing like I'm kind of get distracted too easily, and then he knows, you know, he knows me. But like if you don't know me, you don't tell me what to do cuz I don't know you. I just and you don't know me. Why would you tell me what to do if I don't know you? It's like a random stranger telling you life advices. Like, yeah. Why would you listen to that random person? Like, I don't even understand. And then people at church, yo, I did not talk about this with my mom though, but like people at church are just absolutely shaming you. Like my friend, which is not really good at studying right now. People just shame him. And people at church are like, they pretend to be good, like teacher number one, teacher number two, and daughter of teacher number two. They just pretend to know God so well. They pretend that they're good Christians. I don't know if they are, but what I've seen from them, what they're showing me is that they're not. Like I'm not saying I'm good or anything. I know I'm not good, and I'm kind of working on it. It's just like they're just shaming you. Like back in the days, I was skinny. I was short as well. I was like really short. I don't know how short. I've grew a bit, you know. And then yeah, shaming me. I was skinny, so they're like, "Oh, you're skinny. You're built like a stick." Blah 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 blah. I don't hear that no more. So I'm just saying. And also, why are you talking about others? So another girl, like the whole girl group, and guys as well were shaming me because I was skinny, right? And like, bro, why you shaming me? You could just tell me I can eat more. But I eat a lot. I ate a lot, bro. And I don't know. They just shame you at church now, huh? They also shame my friend because he's not good at studying, and it just feels wrong because you just don't understand other people's other people's life. It's like I've started to understand now because like before me in the car, I'm sitting in the passenger seat right next to my mom driving, right? And I'm like, beep, 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 that guy. That guy's so slow, whatever. And my mom did not, because for X reason, let's say. And then when she turned, because like the car in front of us was so slow, when she turned, I saw it was an old lady. I was like, wow, maybe I'm wrong. And then my mom told me, see, you can't just like beat people because you don't know their situation. And then I more and more understand that saying because it's like rich people, really rich people with net worth of hundreds of millions, billions, they wear a normal t-shirt, normal clothes, nothing crazy, right? But they're rich. But rich people with like let's say 5 million net worth. If you sold everything, you got 5 mil. Those people would have a nice house, of course, maybe designer clothes and bags, but that's not real wealth. You can't really see a person. You can't judge a book by its cover. And you also never know if the designer brands are real or not. And also, when I went to private school, I was looking down on people that are going to my school right now because I got kicked out because not good enough grades. And I was like, wow, those people from my school right now, wow, those people are poor, they're stupid, just had a lot of assumptions, but they're not. People are like some people are here are really smart, smarter than me, of course. So you can't just judge them, you know. And they might not be poor. They might just not want to go to private school. Maybe their parents can't afford it, or maybe they just don't want to. You can't just judge people because they're not going to a private school. That's messed up, and I realize that. And as a person, I feel like I'm growing, getting more mature and stuff. And also, yeah. So do not judge people. Do not judge them. And my friend, I know he's going through a lot. He's kind of lost cuz people his age are in college, are in university. And brother, yo, I don't know how to tell you, but like I feel you, bro. Like I know I'm not living the same life as you, the same conditions, but I understand at a point how it feels cuz me and my people my age, like your sister or like Mr. Tim Hortons, me and the other girls, I have the worst grades amongst all of them. And so far, I failed every single math exam this year. 12%, that didn't count. 43%, that counted. 20%, that counted. And a 16%. 16. So, bro, like, bro to bro, I don't know if you're actually watching this, bro, but like, it's pretty bad, man. So, I feel you, bro. And I'm like, just keep on pushing, man. And whoever else that needs to watch this, just keep on pushing. God has a plan for you, and God is here for you. And it is never too late to turn to God. It's just never too late. And yeah, I'm just so happy on my gym progress. I just can't get my mind off of it because I'm pretty sure I'm tired, but like I haven't like yawned. So it's like 3:13 now, so pretty bad. Yeah, so like I understand your situation, and we're both struggling, you know? And then I understand, bro. Life just keeps beating you down, and you just gotta get back up. And it is pretty rough out here, man. It's kind of hard to understand your situation because we just don't live the same life. It's so hard to understand people. Like today at Costco, there was like a lot of traffic already when we were going to Costco, and then now this one person decided to stop, press the triangle thingy, and then flashing lights, and then she got out of her car. I was like, what the heck, man? Why are you doing this? And she was getting her mom. Her mom was pretty old, like I think about 70, 80-ish. I was like, wow, okay, maybe I shouldn't judge. So I started to understand that you should not judge people. Like, you do not know what they're going through, you don't know their life, so do not judge them if you don't know them. Yeah, even if you do know that person, doesn't mean that you know what they're going through. You don't know how it feels like what they're going through, you know? Like, I I feel pretty bad myself. And I don't think my parents understand how I feel. And I don't think my friends understand how I feel, and no one really does. Matter of fact, I don't even really know how I feel myself. Guess I'm just living life, just alive. And also told that friend that I talked on the phone with today how I wanted to be rich. But today, going to Costco and just being there with my mom and just mostly me, I was like shopping. I was like, because I don't have a job, and I understand that getting money is not easy, you know. I was shopping. I was like, I need to lock in. I wanted to buy Monster. I wanted to buy protein, and that is just not necessary for me, and certainly not at this age. So, decided to buy bacon and eggs. Well, I I don't know why. I paid my mom $20 for half the bacon. Yo, like a pack of bacon is $10, bro. Like, holy guacamole, that is pretty expensive. Yeah, I got the bacon. Got some bacon. So every morning from tomorrow or today on out, we'll do some morning cooking. Bacon, eggs, maybe sausage if we're lucky. Then smack some toast and butter on that pan. It's gonna be fire. I'm not editing that though. Yeah, just don't judge people because you don't know what they're going through. But obviously, when you see someone, it's not like you're judging them. It's just like when you see a guy wearing makeup or something, you'll assume that he's gay or something, right? It's not really you judging. It's just like human reflex reactions, kind of normal. Just don't say it out loud and do what you think, but do not judge people because you do not know what they're going through. That is basically what we talked about. Wow, I talked a lot less than I thought. Yeah. Videos on Battle Cats coming out soon-ish. I do not know. I do not know yet. I'm preparing for the video still. Pretty long, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I was also playing a lot of Skyblock. You know that server I showed you guys on a video before? I've played a lot, and I feel like it's kind of a waste of time because it's kind of, you're grinding money, right? But why not do that in real life. What, like I've been saying that a lot before to myself. Why are you not doing that in real life? Blah blah blah. Yada yada. And I don't know, man. I need to be working on that. Hustle on YouTube, you know, for you guys. And also I'm going to China this December, so it's just hard because the Bible says you will not remember the people in your past life, which is just so heartbreaking in a way. Because imagine knowing your mom, your dad for your whole life, and then you believed in God, but they didn't. Then you just never know if they made it. So hard to imagine eternal life as well. It's like so crazy how Earth only existed 6,000 years ago. But yeah, like how did Earth only exist 6,000 years ago if God existed? Always existed. Is always only 6,000 years ago, but it's also why would all always also be like billion years ago, right? Can't be billion years ago's, like that's too much, but 6,000 is not enough. It just, for me, it's just hard to imagine, I guess, in a way. And I just hope this video helps someone out there watching. I'm not sure if it does really help, but yeah, just keep on pushing. You can just make it. You can make it out of it. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, I guess. Just take care, keep on pushing, and God bless. Peace out, man. Peace out. I know I just said peace out, but just wanted to show you guys on an update. So, Dad took out the window and is replacing because too much hot water, and you guys can see that there's no no distance like when you just things. And also my mom told me that I told you guys already, but my mom told me that I cuss too much, and I'm working on that, guys. Yeah, that's I'm gonna brush my teeth, watch Outdoor Boys. Shout out to Outdoor Boys, man. Then I'm probably gonna listen to one of the music that my friend made because he told me to watch a video that about his music. Gonna put his YouTube channel down in the description below. Subscribe to him, bro. This guy's actually fire. And he told me that he's gonna make me a personal music for my videos, bro. Like, that's so exciting. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Today is day 20. 21 technically, but 20. See you guys tomorrow. Today morning, but it is morning. It's because 3. Just see you guys. Yeah, peace. It's like 4 a.m. right now. I finished watching the Outdoor Boys video and my friend's song. Apparently, I already listened to it. Yeah, I'm gonna link his YouTube in the description. Give him some support and peace out. Good night.